The world is
Charu, have you shared all those names which have to present today? Names with Charu so that she can make them admin? All that is sorted? Charu?
Co-host, Ashish is a co-host. So he's looking into it.
Ashish, yeah. Perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect. Thank you so much. Thank you, Charu.
Ma'am,
Yes,
I would like to request you to make Arya also the co-host because she will be presenting her own presentation. She has
Anybody else?
requested
Arya and she'll do that.
Arya, you will do it. Samdarshi, you will also do it by your own because they are requesting.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, sure, ma'am.
Oh, yes,
I
ma'am.
will also do it on my own.
Yes, Samdarshi. Archie, you also you will do it by your own.
Yes, ma'am.
Pinky, let's get started and you text Charu ma'am in the group who all have to be made. Let's get started, okay? Let's not.
Let's get started. You go, Annie.
Good evening to all. The world is a bit brighter because of you, SDG. Happy birthday, SDG. I'm Pinky Dayal, SDG Ambassador from Radiant International School, Bihar, India. Would like to extend my warm welcome to all of you. SDG is not a product or projects. It's a vision to rehabilitate this beautiful planet. This forum is important and effective as the knowledge of SDG must disseminate to deepest layers of society. We can't travel back to caves, nor this planet can breathe on such graph. The solution is SDG, but the time is less. So let us lit up the torch of SDG and pass it to our next generation. This 8-month journey with RiseUp for SDGs has been a soul-searching trip, a rise full of learning and experience. The lessons learned are so luminous that they will radiate not only inside but also outside. I would like to stretch my wing outward and spread this message far and wide. This experience is concoctions of knowledge, wisdom, and information shared by our mentors, guides, fellow teachers, and curious young generation. The goal of this endeavor has even been to spread the idea of SDG to young generation. Now, I would like to invite Namya Joshi, who is a student of grade 9 at Sat Paul Mittal School. She is a student Minecraft mentor at Sat Paul Mittal School, Ludhiana. She has been awarded with the prestigious Pradhan Mantri Rashtriya Bal Puraskar and also the winner of Dyna Award. Namya, the floor is yours.
Thank you, ma'am, and thank you so much for inviting me on this platform to speak about Rise Up for SDGs. So I hope you can view my screen.
Yes, it is visible.
Just a second. Right. Okay. I hope the slide share is visible to you.
Yes.
Okay, thank you. So, hi everyone, I'm Namya Joshi, a 9th grader at Satpal Middle School in Ludhiana, Punjab, India, and I am a student Minecraft mentor. And inspired by my own motto that is each one teach 10, I've spent the last 3 years and now in my 4th year delivering free of cost and designing projects, workshops for students and teachers and young people, especially girls in India and all over the world. Until now, I've been able to do that for 10,000 people. And I was able to raise awareness about the social issues using game-based learning with STEM to provide solutions to the problems that humanity is facing. And for the same, I've spoken at numerous platforms on the power of STEM and game-based learning. So as we all are here to talk about the SDGs, we all also must understand that why are SDGs so important? For me, I think that each SDG is able to support and social and environmental sustainability while maintaining health of our planet and the community. And for developing sustainable communities and supporting better resources to eradicate several problems that we are facing in the society, like inequality, hunger, poverty. I think it is very vital that we work on the SDGs because those aren't just goals. Those goals can change our future. Like when we want to create a future that has to be bright, we have to follow certain goals. But when we already have those goals and we try to follow them to make a better society, then what could be better than that? And so, as you talk about, if I talk about challenges, so we all face challenges in life, but if we are able to overcome that challenge, that is what makes our life interesting and has made mine too. So, the first challenge that I faced was closing the gender gap between men and women in STEM. So, you might have seen that when we are having any technological competition or any science fest competitions, we see participants more in the ratio of boys and less girls. And it is scientifically proven that girls are more creative. So I could give you an example like you might have seen your mothers. They are working at home and they multitask at the same time. And they're able to think creatively that how can I do 5 tasks at the same time? So that's why I think that was the first problem that I faced, that we have so many girls who are ready to come in these fields, but the two things that lack is first the motivation and second the awareness. So if we motivate them and if we aware them to come forward in these fields, I think our country will go forward and we will shine bright. And then the second problem was working on SDG4 using game-based learning. So I could share like I've seen since the fifth grade that understanding concepts in our classroom isn't that easy because you see it's always just text learning, rote learning, you learn that right there in the exam. But what about the practical learning that is going to help us in the future? Because these texts that we're just going to write is not going to help us by learning skills, because the skills that we acquire go with us forever in our life. So I think I wanted to change the way we learn. And that's why I inculcated game-based learning, that is Minecraft, which is a visual game wherein you have block-based building and you can see everything around you and you can basically imagine your own imagination and create something. So basically it was going from mere text to visuals. And that was a complete success because the students were more engaged, and also it could help in raising awareness about why games are not just for playing but also for learning at the same time, because our mind loves to play games. So if loving for games for our mind can be taken to loving education with games, I think that will be the best. And that's my work at glance. That is mentored more than 10,000 teachers and students. That includes 1,510 girls, 3,530 educators, and 4,960 students. So for achieving all of this, I think engagement is very vital. And that's how I started engaging students and teachers. So whenever I conducted any workshops or any sessions for them, these were the skills that I could enhance and also they could learn at the same time. So we have leadership, collaboration, ICT skills, and one of the most important skills that I believe is empathy. Because whenever you're training somebody or whenever you are sharing your thoughts with somebody, it is very vital that you understand it from the other person's like the way he grabs it. You cannot be rude that if I say, and if a teacher is teaching you and not able to understand. So she won't say that it is such an easy concept. Why aren't you able to grab it? But she will teach you about 1,000 times so you can grab it. And that's what I believe is empathy. When you're able to understand from the other person's mind and you're able to do it without any hesitation. And then teamwork, creativity, communication, and also the more you share, the more it enhances knowledge. And these are some of the lessons that I have created with interdisciplinary learning through Minecraft. And these are a few of them. There are about 100 plus lessons that I have made. So in English, there is Harry Potter and literature. Mathematics, we have area and volume. History, epic Ramayana, Egyptian civilization. science, states of matter and chemistry, then we have motion in one dimension in physics, respiratory system in biology, and so many more in science. We have Art Mickey Mouse Clubhouse, and I'm also creating more artifacts right now in Minecraft, so they look good when I'm going to share it soon. And then we have computers, cybersecurity, and recently, like this in January, February, I also created a word on digital citizenship, which is certified by the DigCit Kids. You can find that on my website, which I will share soon in the end of my presentation. So I always had this like thing in me that I want to keep on sharing. That's what my motto says: each one teach 10, and that chain continues to train more people. So I started at the grassroots level, that was training people in my school. And this was the first workshop that I conducted for students since the sixth grade. I was in the sixth grade, and there were about 200 students in my school for grade 4 and 5. You can see me very nervous. I'm just standing at one place, not going anywhere. And like that's how I was able to enhance my speaking skills as well. So I'm standing, explaining everything, and that's what helped me to learn more and then also be able to share more to other people. And then I started mentoring my mentors in the school and city. And this was the first workshop that was conducted in my school for training teachers in my school and also in my district, Ludhiana. And that was the day like I wanted to start, keep on doing more and more, because I could see that this tool is going to help a lot. And here we have like more sessions going on. And I just thought I'm not going to stop anymore and keep on going forward and go with the flow. So as you know, I'm a student kid and I cannot travel everywhere. So I use this medium that is known as Skype. And that was the first tool that I ever used for virtual learning with people in my country. Like if I'm in Ludhiana and I want to connect with a person in Delhi. So I could use Skype for that and also around the world. Now here is SDT4 game-based learning, and till now I have connected with about 108 countries, and the first countries that I connected with were Vietnam, Thailand, Hungary, and I think Russia. You can see these 4 countries here, and I was able to showcase them a few of my Minecraft worlds, and that is also what gave me inspiration that when I get appreciation from them, I can go and create more things. And this is also like the first time that I told you that we face girls not coming in these fields. So that's why I started my own club called Girls in STEM, wherein weekly I take sessions for girls and keep on sharing with them whatever they want to learn and what I want to share. And it is not just me training, as we all like keep on sharing with each other, as it is like not I'm a teacher and they're students. We are equal, and that's why we're able to connect with each other and make a strong bond while also able to empower others while training and learning. And this was like the moment that I won't forget, because this is like the thing that helped me to like go forward a lot in life. I was meeting like the CDS of our country, and I was able to show him my Minecraft world. And that is what helped me also, like I think it gave me blessing to go to Finland and also meet Mr. Nath Maheshwari, the president Microsoft India, and keep on doing well and well ahead. And these are some of other like classes that I've been taking. So the next stage that came was collaboration. So as I talked about earlier in the beginning, that I was able to inspire fellow students, because the ones who were shy and not able to come forward, I could train those people, and now they are the ones who are taking their own podcasts and taking their own sessions, taking their own workshops to empower people, like people in Assam, Delhi, and Bangalore, and many more areas. And that's what also gives me a motivation that I'm doing something good in life, that I can empower the people who were shy to now become confident speakers. And this was, I think, the beginning of like going towards advanced level of Minecraft. I connected with Finland about in 6th, 7th grade, I think, for creating a jingle in Minecraft. And that was a project with them. And then I also got a chance to meet them physically, as I was invited as a keynote speaker at Kiosk event 2019 in Finland, wherein I could share how we can use game-based tools to educators and directors of the universities in Finland. And then the fifth stage, that is global impression. So what could be the best when you get like a blessing from your own expert and students who tell you that how good you're able to do and where you could improve so that you become a better version of yourself. That's one of the testimony from my expert and whom I have connected with for a project. And this is like from a student that I taught, that is the chaos event. And then I also have my own website, that is namajoshi.com. I'll share that with you soon, wherein I have all about myself. And then I keep on posting my lessons there, which can be downloaded free of cost. So people can check them out and how they could include those in their classes. And in November 2020, I started my own podcast that is Each One Teach 10, An Amazing World of STEM, which is an inspiring venture where I discuss about STEM that can be part of every day for every kid. And I believe that no matter what subject or grade level is being taught, STEM can be included everywhere in every classroom and even your house. And also my like wonderful guests whom I invite, they strongly agree with that, and they share their insights about how they're able to have more engagement in the classroom. So it's like I'm learning from them, and even my listeners are able to learn from them. And that was the digital citizenship word that I could present at the Global Impactor cohort, which is a cohort that is full of educators, in which I'm the only student. And that is also like I was able to showcase how we could create an impact with digital citizenship. So in the end, I would just like to say that thousands of candles can be lit from a single candle, and the life of the candle will never be shortened. So what are you waiting for? Let's join the bandwagon to make the world a better place to live in. And for me, and for everybody, I would like to say, the road ahead is each one teach 10, and the journey continues. Thank you.
Thank you, Ramya. You are an inspiration for everyone. Keep inspiring others. Wish you all the best for your upcoming projects.
Thank you, ma'am.
Now, I would like to invite our first goalkeeper, Arya Rishi of grade 11 and Swastika of grade 9 to present from Notre Dame Academy, Patna, to present snippets of their journey in pursuit of SDG. Arya Rishi and Swastika. Continue, Arya.
Excuse me, Ara, please check your mic.
Arya, please check your mic. No audio.
She's muted. She has to unmute, I guess.
Yeah, please unmute yourself. Arya, please unmute yourself.
The forest spoke to my soul in a language I already knew, a distant lullaby from the womb of peace and solitude. Very warm afternoon, honorable educators, teachers, august members, and my dear fellow mates. Myself, Arya Rishi from 11 Arts B,
and myself Swastika Chandra from 9D.
Both of us are here today representing Notre Dame Academy Patna. Today, we have gathered here all together amongst the respected members, speaking and sharing our views on sustainable development goals. We are here presenting the presentation with regard to SDGs and contribution our school Notre Dame Academy Patna has made. To begin further, we would like to mention that we have covered three major goals in our presentation. That is Goal 3, good health and well-being, Goal 4, quality education, and Goal 15, life on land. Without further delay, let's begin with the ride through SDGs and solution in this presentation. The very first slide talks about Goal 3, good health and well-being. To ensure healthy lives and well-being for all, we all have to take action. So as our school, Notre Dame Academy Patna, has contributed and helped people every way out. During the COVID-19 pandemic, most people lost their jobs, amongst whom were the poor and underprivileged who didn't even have mere sum of money to get vital necessities like masks, sanitizer, disinfect spray, clothes, and other essentials. In such situation, NTA Patna steps forward to reach these poor and underprivileged children and people. The Sisters of Notre Dame Academy Patna has taken initiative to distribute masks, sanitizers, basic essentials, as well as provide the needy and underprivileged basic livelihood too. As said, Goal 3 says that insurance of healthy life of each and every individual without any sense of discrimination. During these times of pandemic, there has been regular sanitization of the whole infrastructure along with strict following of protocols given to schools by the central as well as the state government. Good health also means being physically fit. NTA organizes several sports competitions for the students at different levels to keep students involved in sports, which in turn benefit their physical health too. Slide 2 talks about Goal 4, quality education.
Goal 4, quality education. The term quality education means a system of education in which the learner as well as the teacher both are emotionally, physically, mentally fit to study and teach in a well-equipped environment. We strive to learn beyond mere facts and statistics to acquire forms that will definitely be an aid to us in life. Notre Dame Academy has always laid stress on development of comprehension, analytical powers, and honoring one's creativity and critical ability. Our school, Notre Dame Academy, offers students with different kinds of lab, rich library, qualified teachers.
Knowledge is power, and that's what it symbolizes in this slide. Here are some pictures of Notre Dame Academy Patna, ensuring quality education.
Notre Dame Academy Patna offers both students and teachers favorable environment and productive equipments to make students more knowledgeable about each and every section and sector of education. One of Notre Dame Academy's greatest initiatives is Julie School, a ray of hope for those underprivileged students who deserve to be one of them. Started with minimum resources, it has today grown into a larger school with students attached to the main building of Notre Dame Academy. Our school, Notre Dame Academy, Patna, has also taken the initiative to organize schooling for the underprivileged students of our society. They have set up Julie schools for the deprived girls of our society. Not only that, but our school, Notre Dame Academy Patna, has also taken the initiative to arrange basic needs for the destitute girls of our society by setting up Asha Kiran. Asha Kiran also arranges food, education, and medical care for the girls. Notre Dame Academy has also taken the initiative to start a non-formal school, Balchandra. The school was started for the purpose of educating and making literate to all those who are economically deprived girls and boys who have no opportunity to study and are victims of child labor.
Slide 3 talks about Goal 15, Life on Land. Notre Dame Academy Patna has always shown its concern towards Mother Nature by different ways, such as planting trees, creating awareness among students, maintaining all plants and trees in the school campus, doing different activities to preserve Mother Nature. Notre Dame Academy students are also part of institutions like Tarum Mitra and LTS. Notre Dame Academy Patna has also taken several initiatives to teach its students about nature by conducting several class activities for the students. Each student of this institution instills qualities in themselves to protect nature and take care of it. The silence of nature honestly speaks louder than any words. Together we can help the world recover better, joining hands together for a creation of beautiful and protecting the Mother Earth. A little progress each day adds up to bigger results. As a popular couplet says, pardon me for my pronunciation, यकीन हो तो कोई रास्ता निकलता है, यकीन हो तो कोई रास्ता निकलता है, हवा की ओट भी लेकर चिराग जलता है, हवा की ओट भी लेकर चिराग जलता है. This was Notre Dame Academy Patna presenting their views on SDGs. Thank you one and all.
Fully presented and amazing work done by your school. It's really heartwarming to see your school coming forward with projects like Julie School, Asha Kiran, and the non-formal school Balchandra. Now, I would like to invite our next goalkeeper, Akshara, of grade 8 from Indrapuram Public School Girls, Patna. Akshara. Yes, your slides are. Continue, Akshara.
Yes, ma'am. Hello, everyone. Myself, Akshara Arif from Indirapuram Public School Girls, Patna, currently in grade 8. School is a pious place for learning. Apart from learning what is in the book, school also teaches us basic ethics and moral values. But before going further, let me ask you a very basic question. What is SDG? SDG stands for Sustainable Development Goals. It is a set of 17 universal goals with 163 agendas. SDG tells us to cherish the exhaustible resources that are being used at speedy pace so that there are enough resources for the exhaustion of our future generation. Indrapuram Patna realized how carelessly our environment is being thinned, and not wasting our time, we took up the initiative to plant 100 saplings in our school field. We also banned plastic, and not only that, we are going paperless. That is, we are only communicating through email and school ERP. Our school has already worked on ground level to distribute books to poor children. But still, we have to go a long way, as due to the pandemic, the dropout rates of students has increased significantly. Now, I'd like to share a self-composed poem by Ayushi Anand on reduced inequalities. Born as a girl. You can't kill me before I'm born, or even after that. You can't slap your decisions on me, and that's flat. I don't need your permission to fulfill my aims and dreams. One day I will be ocean while you play as stream. Who the damn hell you are to remind me I am weak? Stay away from my way. I am as stubborn as sleep. I am the reason for your existence. Because of me, you are here. But for that, I need no credit, only the respect of my share. I'm quiet, don't make me shout. I'm still, don't force. If you are good, I am the best. If you are bad, I am the worst. I fear the darkness no more. From obstacles, I don't care. I'm very proud to say that I am born as a girl. I am born as a girl. Students of Indrapuram Patna are making posters as well as working on grassroots levels to make people aware of SDG. It is divine that Indrapuram Patna has came up with almost every SDG model, from clean water and sanitization to affordable and clean energy. Let's watch a small mime video on child labor. This inspiring work has been done by Janvi.
The audio.
He has a network issue. If Ashish has, then he can probably play it. Otherwise, we'll move on.
Ashish sir, please do it. Ashish sir.
Yes, ma'am. I'm sharing.
She's there. She's there.
Indrapuram is an active participant of Adamitra, and it also hosted two-day events in collaboration with India with the government. This event's purpose was to encourage young participants to propose innovative ideas to reduce the size of carbon footprint. My school taught me that it's not just participants and the world leaders who need to work to make a change. We need to partnerships, stand, contribute, and citizen partner. This was Indrapuram. Thank you.
Ashish sir, are you playing the video? Ashish sir.
Yes, ma'am. I'm sharing this.
Or we could probably move on to the next school and we play this video right at the end, because from what I remember, this is where she finishes, right? Ashish?
That's the great work that your school has been doing, Akshara. Now I invite our next goalkeeper, Aiza of grade 8 from Delhi World School, Patna. Aiza?
Yes, ma'am, I'm here.
Continue, Aiza.
Okay, ma'am.
Continue. Please continue.
Good evening,
Aiza.
everyone. I'm Aiza Rashid. Good evening, everyone. I'm Aiza Rashid Khan of Standard 8 from Delhi Public World School, Patna. Today I'm going to give a presentation on SDG, Sustainable Development Goals, in which I'll be talking about gender equality, Goal 5, Zero Hunger, Goal 2, No Poverty, Goal 1. Well, I'll also be talking about how to overcome these major problems. Gender equality. Many Middle Eastern countries, including India, face the problems caused due to gender inequality. Gender discrimination, in simple terms, implies that the segregation and unequal treatment of individuals. It starts when a child is in his or her mother's womb. How to overcome this problem? We should increase the respect to other gender. We should remove gender stereotypes, and we should recognize similarities in others. These are some pictures of our school where both boys and girls participate in events equally and all together. Now I'll be talking about zero hunger. Zero hunger. Every day, too many men and women across the world struggle to feed their children a nutritious meal. Zero hunger pledges to end hunger, achieve food security, and improve sustainable agriculture. How to overcome this problem? By supporting sustainable agriculture, by using innovation and technology to enable our farmers, by making people learn about food insecurity and importance. Delhi Public World School Patna gave food to the needy while they were suffering from flood. No poverty. Eradicating poverty is not a task of charity. It's an act of justice and the key to unlocking an enormous human potential. Still, nearly half of the world's population lives in poverty, and lack of food and dirty water is killing thousands every single day of the year. By creating employment, by making fresh drinking water available for all, by organizing free medical checkups for the needy, are the some points to overcome this problem. Delhi Public World School has also organized free medical checkups for the poor. Delhi Public World School Patna is looking forward for their goal 6, which is clean water and sanitation. The work is already started. In the coming months, we will be having many more water filters. And as we all know, the whole world was suffering from COVID-19. So as the schools are open now, our school has organized a session of how to take precautions and stay safe and hygienic. Thank you.
Work, Isa. I can see future leader in you. Now I invite our goalkeeper, Samra of grade 11 from Sunbeam School, Mughal Sarai. Samra. You may continue.
As rightly said by Robert Swan, the greatest threat to our planet is the belief that someone else will save it. So now it's the time to take charge in our hands for achieving these sustainable development goals. Good evening, everyone. I'm Samra Khan of grade 11 from Sunbeam School, Mughal Sarai, and I will be discussing about 4 SDGs in my presentation. So first of all, a very basic question is, what is SDG? SDG or Sustainable Development Goals are the 17 goals given by the UN which focus on how to achieve development that meets the needs of the present without compromising the ability of future generation to meet their own needs. So without further ado, let's start. The SDGs that I would be focusing on are Good Health and Well-being SDG 3, Clean Water and Sanitation SDG 6, Zero Hunger SDG 2, and Quality Education SDG 4. Ensuring healthy lives and promoting well-being at all ages is essential for sustainable development. So in my first slide, I will be discussing about good health and well-being. There are special sessions held in our school for telling students about importance of health. Adventure camps are conducted in our school. Adventure camp is basically a 3 to 4 day camp in which students do various adventurous physical activities which keeps them fit also. Talking about good health, we cannot neglect mental health at all. So, there are QCTs held in our school on a regular basis. Its full form is Quality Circle Time. During QCT, we sit in a circle and play various mind relaxing games, and we discuss and share all our problems with our teachers. We even share our personal problems as it is completely confidential. Yoga and many physical exercises are done in which keeps the students fit. Career counseling for the students of 9 to 12 is done often because this is the time students are stressed about their careers. Here are some pictures showing the steps taken by Sunbeam School Mughal Sarai for maintaining good health and well-being in our school. Moving on to the next slide. Here I have discussed about clean water and sanitation. We shall not defeat any of the infectious diseases that plague the developing world until we have also won the battle for safe drinking water and sanitation. Many Nukkar Natak have been done in our school to raise awareness among students, teachers, as well as parents. During the COVID times, our school and buses are regularly sanitized. Students of Sunbeam School Mughal Sarai also took the initiative to clean their classes on their own. This, I believe, that it will inculcate the habit of always keeping our surroundings clean and maintaining proper sanitation everywhere we go. The Swachh Bharat Abhiyan and the Ganga project was taken up actively by the students of our school. Clean drinking water and clean toilets are available in our school. Here are some pictures for the same. The third SDG that I am talking about is zero hunger. I would like to start this one with a quote. There are people in the world so hungry that God can't appear to them except in the form of bread. As we know, the greatest agent for change is awareness. So there have been many debates and skits in our school which help in spreading awareness. During the flood and also during the lockdown, our school distributed food packets to the needy people. Now, the last SDG that I am focusing on is quality education. Sunbeam School Mughal Sarai strongly believes that quality of education should be greater than the quantity of education. So there is an active learning lab in our school, which is an interactive lab for the kids, for the primary section students, and it is a lab where students not only study, they learn with fun. ATL lab was set up with a vision to cultivate 1 million children in India as neotric innovators. And I'm very proud to say that our school is one of them. Our school has an ATL lab in our school. Even during the pandemic, our school did not compromise on providing us quality education. Webinars on various things were conducted. Various exhibitions are held which allow us to showcase our talent. Medha Scholarship is held which rewards meritorious students. Our school also initiated a personality development and literacy program for the Group D staff. With this, I come to the end of my presentation. There are some pictures.
Great work. You are spreading lots of love and care in the society, Samra.
Thank you, ma'am. So I would conclude
Now,
by saying that these SDGs can never be achieved alone. We need to join hands together, and it's high time we not only talk but also do something to achieve these SDGs. Thank you.
now the next goalkeeper is Samdarshi from St. Karen's High School, Patna, of grade 12 to share his SDG school story. Samdarshi.
A very pleasant good evening to everyone present here. This is Samdarshi from St. Kiran's High School, Patna, India. Will be presenting on good health and well-being and climate action that are SDG 3 and 13 respectively out of the 17 Sustainable Development Goals. The fulfillment of SDGs that are Sustainable Development Goals are one of the most prominent requirements in this era of indefensible development, that is 21st century. So moving on my first opted goal, that is goal number 3, good health and well-being. It's well said that if you do not give importance to your health today, then tomorrow your health will also not give importance to you. And the more and more instances that are verifying the same can be seen nowadays very frequently. As per a report published by World Health Organization Geneva, cardiovascular diseases that are a group of disorders of the heart and blood vessels that are usually known as CVDs result in an estimated of 17.9 million deaths globally per year, being the leading cause of death globally. As per another report of World Health Organization itself, about 65 million cases of chronic obstructive pulmonary diseases that are COPD are reported each year and about 3 million of them die from it, being the third leading cause of death worldwide. Also, as per a report of 2017, 697.5 million cases of chronic kidney diseases were reported in the year and were responsible for 1.2 million deaths. Moreover, liver diseases are responsible for approximately 2 million deaths per year. Through all these data, we realized that however we are rising in the terms of modernization and other innovations in this century, but there is a big lag when the thing comes to our health. Again, it's a well-said statement that oral health is a mirror to the general health. And in order to achieve a good oral health, a dental health checkup camp was organized for the students of our school, mainly focused on primary section in our school and the children of the society who are not mainly engaged in the regular dental checkups and oral checkup camps, and they were not aware about its importance. Dr. Amit Ram, Secretary of International College of Dentists, and Dr. Nime Singh, Secretary of Indian Dental Association Patna branch, Bihar, along with their team of doctors from Buddha Institute of Dental Scientists Hospital headed the camp. They individually checked the oral hygiene each child patiently. The students understood the importance of oral health, hygiene, and became aware of brushing twice a day. The children were first apprehensive seeing the doctors in white coats. Their mind clouded and associated them with injections and pain. But they realized when they were told that no inoculation was in place, they broke into a gleeful smile and readily lined up for the checkup. Similarly, an eye checkup camp was also organized for the students of standard 1st to 5th by the state government in primary wing of St. Kiran's High School, Patna, India. Here, Greenhouse One Act play Jo Chuna So Bana, meaning the one choose, the same became, depicted the story of two brothers who, despite of being raised in the same environment, pick different moral values. Yellow House One Act play Ghar Ghar Ki Kahani portrays the ill effect of drinking alcohol and how it impacts the family of an individual, that is health consequences which arises from the consumption of alcohol and subsequent effects on the individual's family. Basically, it was an awareness program for our health. Further, moving on slide 7, with regards to the Sustainable Development Goals, myself, along with my institution and companions, have been working from long back in order to mark up the goals as much as possible by our mutual efforts. And in order to this, Fit India School Week was also organized in the school campus. Fitness has always been an integral part of our culture, but there's indifference towards fitness issues now. A few decades back, a normal person could walk 8 to 10 kilometers in a day, do cycling or running. But with technology, physical activity has been reduced. We walk less now, and the same technology tells us that we are not walking enough. There is no elevator to success. You have to take the stairs. Success is related to fitness. How to live out to be the first pillar of formal education. This involves teaching and practicing the art of taking care of one's body and health daily. A poster making competition was also organized, and the topic was Fit Body, Fit Mind, and Fit Environment. The students participated enthusiastically and showcased their creative and artistic skills. The 5-day program included exercise campaigns, poster making, and mental fitness activities like debate and speech, and article writing for the further awareness programs. Also, mental health has always been an important component of the health of an individual, and in order to stimulate it in the positive way, our school organized a program named Meet and Greet Program in collaboration with Helpage India at their Patna, India office. Students spend their day with senior citizens and premises of Helpage India office. They entertain the elders with songs and poems. They also spend some time talking to the senior citizens present there. Fruits, snacks, and blankets were distributed, and the main aim was to make them feel that they have a very large family along with them and let their happiness and joy in this stage of life rise and mental stress get off. Further, moving to the SDG 13, that is climate action. There is again a well said quote that the world has enough for everyone's needs, but not everyone's greed. Therefore, there is an immense need of individuals' endeavor to vacate our world as a prosperous and resources rich place to live in. Climate action have always been marked as one of the most delicate adversity in last decades. The last couple of years have themselves only repeated approximate 800 to 900 severe natural disasters, not only resulting in the death of Homo sapiens, but even bars in the life of enormous marine mammals, avians, reptilia, and others, or simply we say that it bars the entire ecosystem. As per the data mentioned, 1,433 earthquakes with magnitude that of 5 plus on the Richter magnitude scale were reported in 2020 itself only. If we come to wildfires, 44,740 of them are reported in the first 9 months of 2021, in which total of 5.6 million acres of area were burnt out in US itself. They do not just wipe out forests, but they wipe out one of the prominent factors of our survival, that are the generators of oxygen. Moreover, as per an article in Down to Earth, July 2021 has been marked as the third warmest July on record globally. All this alone shows that how imprudent and incautious we are towards our mother nature. I have some photographs of the efforts we, that is me, along with my institutions in Kiran's High School, Patna, India, made to contribute in making the environment more friendly. So for that, I'm moving to the next slide. We had a tree plantation drive in the school premises. It was a time to connect with nature. All the students enthusiastically utilized their time and efforts for a just cause. In this day and age when effects of climate change can be seen, it was the turn for Karenite to showcase their concern for nature. Also, it is said that if you make an effort, there is one good thing done. But if you successfully made an awareness in the people, at a single time you scheduled a number of good happenings, maybe hundred and thousands times even more. So we also had an awareness program done by our primary wing students. In this, a dance drama, Don't Cut Me Please, It Pains, was performed by children through which they tried to highlight the importance of afforestation. A similar awareness program was also conducted on 22nd April in honor of Earth Day, a special performance wherein a group of students sang a special song, Reduce, Reuse, and Recycle, while another group performed in it. The students wore colorful dresses and held branches of different trees, highlighting the importance of our contribution for our Mother Nature and encouraging subsequently. That's all from my side. Thank you so much for giving a platform to share all this. And I wish that each and every individual participate in the environment-friendly practices and make the world a beautiful place to live in. Thank you all. Have a great day ahead to you all.
Was phenomenal. Your school is surely constructing a better future for everyone. Here is our next goalkeeper, Archie, of grade 11 from Radiant International School, Patna, to share her SDG school story. Archie, continue.
Yes, ma'am, I need to be made presenter.
You are a presenter, Archie.
Please check once more, Archie. You are.
Sure, sure. Sir, you may start the presentation.
Starting, ma'am.
I'm sorry all for the inconvenience.
Continue.
Nelson Mandela said, "It always seems impossible until it's done. And what I put forward to you are things that must be done." Good evening, all. I am Archie, student of Radiant International School, Patna. Sustainable development, by definition, means sustain development that meets the needs of the present without compromising the needs of the future generations. But we have already gambled with the needs of our present generation. Along with that, more and more challenges are surging against us every day, as we are currently in the midst of a global pandemic. The pandemic gave us a clear picture of who the real culprits of the modern day calamities are. As the world was in lockdown, the environment was flourishing. The pollution rates had dropped drastically. The Himalayas were visible from Punjab once again, and the Venice canals were clear after so long. My motive for telling you all this is to make you realize the urgency the urgency of the situation and the dire need for solutions. What will save us is not technology or science.
It is the ethical transformation of our society, which is what the UN hopes to do with the establishment of the 17 Sustainable Development Goals to accommodate a set of solutions to the world's greatest issues. The students, being the stewards of the future generation, have to educate themselves and each other with the willingness to put their leg forward and take a stand for change. These are a few activities conducted by Radiant to integrate the SDG goals in their learning and lifestyle. Goal 9 of Sustainable Development focuses on industry, innovation, and infrastructure. The students and teachers of Radiant organized an online Nukkar Natak for classes 1 to 12. The theme of the play was A Day Without Electricity. Students presented a day in a highly advanced and modernized city where every activity requires availability of electricity. They realized that spending a day without consuming energy gives them an opportunity to play and socialize without being distracted by their phones and other gadgets. At the same time, they learn to save power, as power is indispensable to life now. We have begun to treat our daughters more like our sons, but few have the courage to treat our sons more like our daughters. With this aim in mind, students prepared a puppet show to discuss the stereotypes against gender inequality. Few solutions to bridge the gap between men and women and achieve gender equality would be give girls access to education, give women platform to be in power and achieve economic success, and end violence and sexual assault against women. In another activity, students watched a skit on decent work and economic growth. Students also watched a short video about Sudha Varghese, who has done commendable work for the Dalit women of Bihar and Uttar Pradesh. Students learned about the importance of teamwork and that every work is worthy of respect.
Where were you?
Students of Radiant were not only actively participating on online platforms, but took their enthusiasm to the ground. Practicing the goal climate action, the students went on field trips to connect more with the nature in activities such as sapling transplantation of organic rice, harvesting festival in front of the agriculture minister, and Rakhi tying with trees to save the tree of Tarunitra. Sanitation and cleanliness is something India still lags behind on. Practicing the goal responsible consumption and production, a cleanliness campaign was conducted by our students in collaboration with Better India. In 2019, the flood in Patna left the helpless in even more discomfort. Radiant team consisting of the principal, teachers, students, and the administrative staff reached out to the adversely affected area of Kankerbagh in collaboration with the NDRF Patna. The team carried food and other important utility items such as candles, matchboxes, mosquito coils, first aids, etc. Many of us have been affected dramatically by the pandemic, from living under the worst conditions to unemployment. Therefore, Radiant members also distributed blankets to the needy, setting the example for solutions of the first SDG goal, no poverty. With that, I would like to thank you all for your precious time and attention.
Full work done by Radiant International School. Not only your school spread awareness about SDG, but also works on ground zero to uphold the real spirit of SDG. Now, I would like to call all our brave hearts SDG goalkeepers to take the pledge. Arya, everyone join fastly.
We pledge that we will support and promote the principles of the SDGs. We will contribute the achievement of the SDGs by ensuring that our schools and major programs are environmentally sustainable and socially inclusive. We will support and encourage our teachers and educators to deliver lessons on the SDGs. We will provide educational opportunities for our students to acquire the knowledge and skills needed to engage with the SDGs. We will join the global movement to achieve the SDGs by 2030.
Arya, the goal is not far, but we need to be consistent and resilient with our approach. This height of knowledge has to be handed over to next generation. But before that, I would like to extend my heartiest gratitude to Mrs. P.K. Dhillon ma'am for energizing the team. One person germinated this seed of Rise Up for SDG, and taking its flag high is our beloved director, Mrs. Rita Singh ma'am. Thank you so much, ma'am. No word can define your role, enthusiasm, and positivity for the Rise Up for SDG. An individual can think, but a team can realize that thought. Once again, thank you all for being such a dynamic and supportive team. That was Team Alliance for Sustainability. It will be an honor for me to call Paramjit Dhillon ma'am to say few encouraging words to our young SDG goalkeepers. Ma'am, please. We would love to hear you, ma'am.
Good evening, the ambassadors, and good evening, the goalkeepers. Children, we are so delighted. We are so happy. You have taken the lead now. At the outset, I would like to compliment Namya, who's in our neighborhood, Ludhiana, we from Fagwara. We have seen her growing from grade 6 to grade 9 that she has gone. 3 years we have been tracking in a way her journey, and I remember her on Twitter, friends encouraging her, motivating her, and met her about 2 years back before the lockdown. She's a brilliant child, and she's an inspiration to many, many, many students in India as well as abroad. So hats off to Namya, and I believe and pray that may we have more children like her who can definitely, practice and believe in each one, teach 10. And I'm sure quality education would be practiced in a big way. My friends, my children, my colleagues, quality education is the most important goal. And all the goals are interconnected. And if we work for quality education, we are working for all other goals. Quality education means the boys and girls, the young boys and girls, they know what education is all about. And once they are beautifully, wonderfully, and educated to the core, they would know what gender equality is. They'll have the sense of respecting both boys and girls, both men and women. And the moment they know this, and the moment they're respecting them, and they are highly, highly qualified, I'm sure they'll get better jobs, and the economic growth will be there. And when they get the better job and decent work and economic growth, goal number SDG 8 is taken care of, right? And once they are educated, they know that they will be earning better. So we'll be taking into care of no hunger and poverty would also be achieved. So in a way, if you work for one goal, everything is interconnected and we can work for all the goals together. And somehow I personally believe that SDG 4 is the mother goal. All right. So I found that there were about 6 schools. Thanks to all of them, we had the Notre Dame Academy, Patna. We have Indiapuram, Patna. Delhi Public World School, Patna was there. And then we had the Sunbeam School, Mughal Sarai. And then Karen School was there. And then Radiant School, Patna was there. Children, each one of you shared 4 goals, 3 goals. So I thought I'll tell you that all of them are interconnected. If you're taking care of one goal, in turn, you're taking care of the other goals also. So God bless you. Your journey for SDGs has begun now. We should not look back. We should not, stop anywhere. Continue, bete. It's your world. Build the world of your choice. I'm sure you'd love to have a world where there's no poverty. So please work for that. You'd love to have a world where everybody is respected for their opinions, for the thoughts. So make sure that quality education goes on. Make sure that good health is there if you are healthy, and I'm sure you'll be able to do well with your academics also. So all these goals are important and they matter a lot. So thank you so much to Pinky Dayal ma'am, the lead ambassador over here, to conducting, coordinating and coming together. So thank you so much for that, Pinky, and compliments, children. So proud of you. RiseUp4GlobalGoals is going to continue, and I am so happy some more schools have joined us. As we move ahead, maybe all of us together will be a strong force to reckon with. So thank you so much. God bless you. Thank you, Rita, for mentoring and monitoring this group. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Now I would like to call our guiding light, Mrs. Rita Singh ma'am, whose constant love and support has made this day possible.
I don't know whether I hold any torch in front of these young boys and girls who are there today. So Archie, Arya, Swastika, Aiza, Samra, Akshara, Samdarshi, you have been a motivating factor in our lives since last few days that we interacted. What I've learned from you has been amazing. And being at the age that you people are, I mean, I was so glad when I was trying to intervene when the things were going slow, and I said, why can't Ashish present all the presentations? And Pinky, like a true crusader, and all the children, they said, no, we can do it ourselves. And I think this has been a very good forum, and this conference has one thing to be talked about is that children, of course, then there was little internet issue in between once where Ashish did try to help out. Ashish was there as a backbone, as a support, but however, all the children presented themselves, and that has been one independent step from your side. So this is what we seek from all the children. When your schools are giving you opportunities, when your schools are giving you those exposures, there'll be only handful who will take it forward. And those handful would be you. And those will be the handful who will actually make a difference. So all these children who kind of just presented, sometimes maybe you felt, maybe you did not feel what happened today. But the moment you practice, when you talked about all these that the school did, whether you were part of those endeavors or not, just by reading about those, I'm sure there's something more which has got added in your personality, in your what do I say, behavior and work culture, and everything is important. So with these thoughts, I am not taking much time. Namya, you have been amazing person. Your journey, rightly said, as ma'am mentioned, we have actually been tracking. And I hope these boys and girls who do track your journey, and there'll be so much of learning from them. There will be so much of motivation from what you have been doing. And I hope to see more Namya Joshis coming out of, if not other days, at least this day, who's witnessed Namya Joshi speak directly today. And I see Prem Prakash in the audience, and I'm so happy a principal is so involved and he is present here to witness his children. So I think over to you, sir. And in Pinky, in case you see more principals of the schools of, say, either Sunbeam, Radiant, St. Karen's, IP, Indrapuram Public School Girls, Notre Dame, or Delhi World Schools, you can invite them after this, because I only recognize Prem Prakash. Over to you, sir.
Good evening, ma'am. Good evening, Dylan, ma'am, and Rita, ma'am, Pinky, and all the teachers who are present, and the ambassadors and the goalkeepers. And Dylan,
Sir.
ma'am, I remember meeting you and Sahoday, I think, at Lucknow. And and I carry happy memories. And in fact, then you were showcasing and doing that presentation and Microsoft Show School and all that. So that was a great incentive and encouragement for all of us. And so I think you continue to, I think, lead, all your children and students. That's really great, man. And yeah, as far as SDG is concerned, I think it's a great platform for our students, to really come together. And I've been, watching these sessions which is happening over the last 6 months here. And so really, I think it is tremendous. It has caught up. And the fact that students are doing so many things, schools are doing so many things, and we are connecting, across countries, I think that itself is really great. I remember in 2009, I think I had taken some students to Sri Lanka as part of this youth exchange program. And so that time, we shared that these children could connect and talk about, let's say, world peace. And I think something like that is happening, and through this SDG and various goals, that we have. And so really very, I think, encouraging. And I think the children, the future leaders, are leading the way. And also happy that, including our school and a few other schools in Patna, so they have taken up, the cause of sort of really taking it up upon them and trying to get the awareness about self-development goal. So I think together we can make it. And kudos to all the children who have come up with such great ideas. And something I think few, really, as the Ritama mentioned, that few amongst you, I think, lead the way, and others will also join in. And that is how we can make a change in our society and whatever we wish to do. So thank you very much.
People may not have noticed, but the pictures of the flood hit Patna and the rescue team that Radiant covered in their presentation also had a principal wading through the water and actually distributing. So he actually leads by example. So, and Paramjeet ma'am, like you, he's one person who children are trying to emulate and follow, and that is how it goes. Floor is for everybody, whoever wants to contribute. Officially, the conference is over. However, I can see so many people who are interested in SDG. Pinky, you can invite anybody. It's your day.
As Charu ma'am, you have been supportive. Without you, this would have never been possible, Charu ma'am. Thank you so much, ma'am, for your support.
Thank you, Pinky ma'am. It is all your day, and then you have done it such a good job. The session was so beautifully handled by you. The students were so well prepared. Thank you. Congratulations for such a marvelous session you conducted today, and congratulations to the students who performed very well. Congratulations, ma'am. Thank you.
One would like to speak. Actually, ma'am, Mughal Sarai team principal, she has joined, but I think now she has left. She's not in the meeting.
It was really a wonderful show. Congratulations, Rita ma'am, Ayappa, and the whole team. Beautifully conducted. Loved the way children were involved, and so much of that proactiveness on the part of children. How beautifully they have done all the activities. Great work done by all the schools. So great, very motivating it is to see such wonderful activities. God bless all the goalkeepers and their ambassadors. Thank you for a great show.
Thank you, Suman ma'am. Thank you so much.